Hello everyone, this is 10th standard science chemistry online class. The first chapter in chemistry is atoms and molecules. Before entering into this chapter, we should know about what is the meaning for atom and a molecule. An atom is the smallest particle of an element. In each and every particle, there should be a smallest thing that is called as, we call it as an atom. An atom is the smallest particle of an element. It does not exist in free state. That means atom we cannot see in anywhere as a free atom. That means it does not exist in free state. For example, sodium which may be combined with any chlorine or oxygen or hydrogen, so they can form sodium chloride, etc. Similarly for potassium, also potassium chloride or potassium hydroxide, like that. Even for example hydrogen, they can combine with oxygen to give water. So the atom, it never exists in the free state, but some exception is there, that is noble gases. Except noble gas, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, except these noble gases or rare gases, other atoms, they never exist in free state. Then atoms does not have chemical bond because they does not exist in free state means when we take a simple atom such as sodium or hydrogen, only H, that means it does not have chemical bond. But when the same atom, when combined with another atom only, it should have some chemical bond, that means either a ionic bond or a covalent bond. So atoms does not have a chemical bond, that means it does not, when it is present as an atom, it should not have a chemical bond. Except noble gas, all other atoms are highly reactive. Noble gases, the other name is rare gas. Why it calls a rare gas? Because it never react with any other metals or non-metals. So except noble gases, other atoms are reactive. So just opposite to the definition for an atom, for a molecule, the smallest particle of an element or compound. But here it is the smallest particle of an element alone. But here are compound, because two or more atoms, when they combine, they can form a molecule. So they exist in free state, but atoms does not exist in free state. They are less reactive, but they are highly reactive. Then held by chemical bond, because when two or more atoms, for example CO2, carbon and oxygen is present, so it forms a carbon dioxide. Similarly oxygen and oxygen atom, two oxygen atoms combine with a covalent bond, it can form O2. Similarly for water molecule, H and O. So when we combine two atoms, there will exist here a type of chemical bond such as ionic bond or covalent bond. So it is held strong. Held means that molecule can exist, held by chemical bonds. So atom and a molecule, the differentiate, very very important question. So we asked in 2 mark. Next topic is atomic number. The next topic is atomic number. Atomic number is defined as the number of protons or number of electrons in an atom. Each and every atom should have proton, electron and neutron. These three are subatomic particle. We know that protons and neutrons present in the nucleus. Electrons, they are revolving around the nucleus. So the number of protons in an atom or the number of electrons in an atom. If the equal number of protons and electrons are present, then the atom is said to be a neutral. We know that. So how many number of protons is there, that number refers to the atomic number. Similarly, how many number of electrons are present in an atom, that number refers to the atomic number, and it is denoted by the symbol Z. For example, carbon C, its atomic number is 6. Next, mass number. Mass number means defined as the number of protons and the number of neutrons. The sum of protons and neutrons present in the nucleus is called as mass number. It is also termed as nucleon, and it is denoted by the symbol as A. Topic is isotopes. Atoms of the same element, the same atomic number, but differ in their mass number. For this, I am taking an example, chlorine. Chlorine. Its atomic number is 17, but mass number is 35 and 37. So atoms of the same element with the same atomic number. Here also carbon, same atomic number, but they differ in their mass number, 12 and other one is 14. Such type of a group of elements, we call it as an isotope. So isotope means atoms of same element with the same atomic number, that is similar atomic number, but they differ only in their mass number is called isotope. Similarly for isobar, atoms of different element differ in their atomic number but same in the mass number. For that example, atoms of different element, I am taking argon, Ar, calcium, Ca. Argon atomic number is 18, calcium atomic number is 20, but see the mass number 40 and 40. Here the mass number is same, atomic number is different. These group of elements we call it as a isobar. Next, isotone. Atoms of different element differ in atomic number and differ in mass number. Everything is different. See, nitrogen, carbon, both are different element. 7 atomic number, carbon 6 is the atomic number. So both are different. 14 is the mass number, 13 is the mass number. These two are different. So entirely all the 3 element, atomic number and mass number, these are all differ, but their number of neutron is same. See, how will you calculate number of neutron? Is the formula A minus Z. We know A is the mass number and Z is the atomic number. So the difference in the mass number and atomic number is called as neutron. So when we subtracting 14 minus 7, we call this, that is 7 is the answer. 13 minus 6, here also 7 is the answer. So in both the cases, the number of neutron is same. So they are called as isotones. The next very important 5-mark question. What are the main postulates of modern atomic theory? Before this explanation, I want to say something about the structure of an atom. See, for the structure of an atom, the first father of structure of atom is called as John Dalton. He only discovered that an atom is considered as a whole sphere only. It is looking like a sphere, and he does not explain about the subatomic particles like a proton, electron, neutron. So, John Dalton is the father of atomic structure. After John Dalton, he considered that atom is considered as a solid sphere. Then after his discoveries, J.J. Thomson, Rutherford, Niels Bohr, they gave the various ideas, and later all these explanations, so they came to a conclusion about that modern atomic theory. So in this here there are 7 postulates are there. So one by one I am going to explain. An atom is no longer indivisible. That means according to John Dalton, atom is not divided. But after many years ago, so all the scientists, they came to a conclusion that an atom is no longer indivisible. Here the no longer indivisible means they can be divided. That means it can be divided into protons, electrons and neutrons. So atoms can be divided. Second point, atoms of same element, they may have different atomic mass, because atoms of same element means same atomic number, but they are differ in their atomic mass, means that is after the discovery of isotope. Here the isotopic definition comes here. Next, atoms of different element may have same atomic mass, that is after the discovery of isobar. For this explanation, isobar definition is coming. Atoms of different element with differ in their atomic number, but they similar in their mass number. So isotope, here isobar. Next point, atoms of one element can be transmuted into atoms of other elements. Here the atoms can be changed from one atom to another atom, but it cannot be destructed. So atoms are not destructed, but one form of an atom can be converted into another form of an element. Next, atoms may not always combine to give simple whole number ratio. For this I give the example. For glucose, the formula is C6H12O6. Here the elements present are carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. They are in the ratios 6:12:6. So the simplest numerical ratio is 1:2:1. Another example, see sucrose, the same atoms is present, carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, but the ratios are 12:22:11. We cannot get a simple whole number ratio. So the same point is given in as explanation. Atoms may not always combine in a simple whole number ratio. Here 1:2:1, but we cannot say here. This is the meaning for that point. Atom is the smallest particle that takes part in chemical reaction. For each and every chemical reactions, a normal, a simple addition reaction or decomposition reaction, an atom is the smallest particle. Without atom, the chemical reaction does not take place. So atom is the smallest particle that takes part in the chemical reaction. The last point, mass of an atom can be converted into energy. That means Mass of an atom means the atom's atomic mass. That is, mass means weight. The weight of an atom. It can be converted into energy. So this was explained or discovered by the Einstein. So this equation is called as Einstein equation, E equal to mc square. E represents energy of an atom, m represents mass of an atom, c represents velocity of light. So E equal to mc square. This is a formula for calculating the energy. That means how much mass of an atom can be converted into energy. So all the 7 points are very important. Just I am going to give a clue for learning this question. So first point, atoms can be divided. Second point, isotope. Third point, isobar. Fourth point, transmuter. That means cannot be destructed but change from one element to another element. Next, atoms may not always combine in a simple whole number ratio. Here we can say 1:2:1. Here we cannot say like this. So atoms, they may not be combined in a simple whole number ratio. Next, smallest particle, then last Einstein equation. So very important question. Learn. Then remaining chapters or remaining topics we will see in the next video. Thank you.